All right, well, so we're moving on to formal writing assignment number 2, which is using description. And you are able to use Writing Center number 5 as your draft for this assignment. Now, you do have a choice. If you're not wanting to write about the idea of a neighbor, describing a neighbor, you can then choose from the list of topic sentences that you picked that you wrote in Writing Center 3, if there's something from that list that would work for this assignment. Now, you will be sharing your work with at least one peer to discuss your edits and suggestions on 10.8. So just kind of a heads up in terms of you're not just working with me this time. The goal is to have your final draft turned in by the end of the day on 10.9. And your journal activity for this week is going to be all connected with this work. So we're going to put all those pieces in together and try to get everybody caught up on things and take a deep breath because I know it's been a busy week already. So the idea when we're using descriptive writing is that we want to use sensory details. So what do we see, hear, smell, taste, or touch? So obviously, if you're talking about your neighbor, you're probably going to do a lot of things around what you see or what you hear. Maybe they cook some really good food, and you might want to talk about that as you would talk about your subject in this case. So if you're not interested in just describing your neighbor, you can think about a place or a thing. But whatever you decide, you want to have precise details so you create this really clear picture in the reader's mind. There are some sample paragraphs in the agenda folder as well as connected with this assignment. Now, your draft may be a little bit shorter when you turn it in, maybe only about 8-9 sentences. But once we work on the edits and such, we're going to be looking for something that will run about 10 to 14 sentences long. And again, we are using the work or what you're getting credit for Writing Center 5. Once you get all your feedback about your draft, then you'll prepare your new copy, and you're going to use standard MLA, and again, I'll have a chance to review all this work with you on Thursday. What I've included in the directions page here is a sample outline of my family garden that we used to have for many, many summers. The garden has gotten smaller over the years. But in this case, my beautiful garden brought me and my family joy. So this idea that I'm going to talk about the garden of maybe 10 years ago kind of thing. So past tense. Although we still have a garden, it's much different than it was at this time. And so again, you can kind of see, because I've used description, is that I walk you through the garden, and so we get there and we go to the front of the garden and then we get to the back of the garden. I'm using all of this description in order to get us there, and you'll see that in the final copy. So this is about a particular location. Now, if you again want to choose to do your neighbors, then think about who your neighbors are. I mean, give us a good description of is it the house across the street next to you? Are they an older couple, a younger couple? Do they have, I mean, all of those details we want to have within this paragraph. So again, if you're still thinking about that MLA format, this is the sample that you'll want to pay close attention to. I have it both in a DocX and a PDF, so if you want to use the Word file, it will have all of this formatting done for you in terms of the indenting, the double spacing of your 4 lines, your centered title. So lots of little ways to kind of shortcut that process. And again, you see my topic sentence, and then here are all of my sentences that go back with that, and all those details of what am I seeing, what might I hear, what might I smell, or taste, or touch. All of those things are going to come to life within this paragraph. And we'll spend time together working through that process together on Thursday, along with another person from class. So enjoy if you want to get started on this sometime soon. Otherwise, we'll be talking about it. I'll reference it on Tuesday, and then we'll have time to work through the process a bit more on Thursday. Take care.